Yeah. Every hood's the same. Every hood's the same. Come on. They give us guns and drugs, then wonder why in the fuck we thugs. They wanna count us.
Alright, YouTube wrestling fans, it's Noble Hall and back. Another edition of the Noble Effect. It's been a few days since, well, almost a week or so since my last video. Finally got some time off work. I'm going to be doing another video probably later on today or in the next couple of days about Slammiversary and what's been going on in the wrestling world. I just wanted to put this video out there. I want this video to be about hardcore wrestling because I am a big hardcore wrestling fan. I know a lot of you probably hardcore wrestling fans as well. But there hasn't really been decent hardcore wrestling in the wrestling industry for about, I'd say, 6-7 years now. I mean, I know this will sound really sad, but I like seeing guys get hit with like chairs and get busted open, thumbtacks and everything, because it makes for really good entertainment, as you all know. But my own personal opinion, I haven't seen decent hardcore wrestling. Like I said, in the last 7-8 years, the closest I've seen to like really good hardcore wrestling would be probably last year at One Night Stand when Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer teamed up to face Mick Foley and Edge. Yeah, I mean Mick Foley must have been in like mid to late 60s and he was still fucking doing all that crazy Daredevil shit like when he was just starting out his career as Chainsaw Charlie and stuff. Also probably Barbed Wire Massacre, Sabu against the Best. That was fucking brutal. What else? The hardcore match for the Intercontinental title between Randy Orton and Mick Foley at Backlash a few years back. That was a good hardcore match. Randy Orton going on the thumbtacks after a failed RKO and all that shit. But I mean, where are the days when you see people like Hardcore Holly, Bob Holly, and Al Snow go out there for the hardcore title and just rip it up, hit each other with God knows what, get busted open, battered, bruised, broken bones and shit. Or what about the days in Japan when Mick Foley and Terry Funk were just starting out and they were having all those like death matches and stuff with the barbed wire and the cages and stuff. You know, I mean, those were some pretty fucking brutal matches. I remember I saw a Japanese death match, obviously in Japan. This is about 12 years ago I saw this, and it was Terry Funk against Mick Foley, and it was like a barbed wire. It was like a steel cage. It had barbed wire on the top, and they were going at it. Mick Foley had a chair in his left hand. Terry Funk had like a baseball bat, and they were just hanging on at the top of the cage in the barbed wire, hitting each other with all this stuff. And Terry Funk was on the outside of the cage by kind of leaning on, and Mick Foley just double underhooks him over the barbed wire, pulls him right through the barbed wire off the cage, and double underhook DDTs him. I mean, those type of matches you rarely see. I mean, sure, I'll admit I do like my high-flying X-Division cruiserweights and all that stuff. I like my powerhouses, I like really good tag team wrestling, but gone are the days when you actually could see a fucking good hardcore match. All it is now is like brutal beatings when they're not even officially in a match, like the Christian Coalition that their best few months back. That's about as closest this year as I've seen to a hardcore match. And it disappoints me because hardcore matches were really good. I mean, it actually showed how much a lot of the wrestlers are willing to go through to please the fans. I mean, you can see guys coming out where fucking stitches needed put in their skull, in their face, their arms, their back, and guys were coming out of matches needing something between 50 and 100 stitches just for one match, and that, in my opinion, was a really good fucking hardcore match. Like I said, I just wanted to make this quick video just to get off, just to, you know, tell everyone my opinions on recent, well, hardcore matches, because I know that a lot of you guys like hardcore matches as well. Give me your thoughts on hardcore matches. Like I said, there hasn't been a decent hardcore match in God knows how long. I mean, the WWE or like ECW have all these Extreme Rules matches, and I mean, in the old ECW, I'm not saying the new ECW is bad because I quite like it, but the old ECW a hardcore match, or Extreme Rules match, could go on like a full length match in between 15 minutes and fucking half an hour. Now you see Extreme Rules matches, even at pay-per-views, where they're barely lasting 10 minutes. I mean, I think that's really disrespectful and all that shit. But I will catch you all later. Peace.